So apparently a lack of lawn clippings in soil disproves a global flood, or at least that's what this one content creator is saying.
Small local floods are easy to detect in the geological column because they leave behind not only chemical signatures, but also a very noticeable bluish layer of glade soil. And yet, despite geologists drilling extensively on every single continent, there is absolutely no global flood layer.
This is what we call in logic a false equivalency. So a false equivalency is when you compare two unrelated things and treat them as if they're the same. In this case, small local floods with the idea of a global flood. See, the thing is, we don't know for sure from science how a global flood would work because we've never observed one. And science is all about testing, observation, repeatability, and predictability. But what we do know from science is that big cataclysms don't behave the same way as local ones. For example, the 2004 tsunami didn't leave behind a layer of silt that we would expect to see from local floods. And that study is going to be in the description if you're curious to see it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to say that a global flood happened just because of this one point. What I am saying is that science is a tool, and it's a very useful tool when used properly. But when you try to use science to make an absolute claim on a major event that may or may not have happened thousands of years ago, you're no longer using traditional science. You're using science that's built off of your own assumptions. And if you're looking for a book that talks about the limitations of the methodology of science and how experts often overstate the certainty of their claims, I highly recommend Autopsy of a Crime Lab. Just finished this book. It adds a lot to the conversation. It's focused on forensic science, but if we can get stuff wrong that happened within the same year, how can we rely on far more assumption-based science to tell us what did or didn't happen thousands of years ago? Especially when our ancestors went to all the work of writing down in stone that a global flood did happen. So if we want to argue a global flood didn't happen, we need more than subjective and assumption-based science to argue that point. And if you're tired of myth on myth and science, be sure to like and subscribe for more.